invaluable. We link your report to others so we can build a complete picture of fraud across the country. If you'd like us to repeat this message, press 8. Thanks for calling. If someone has
Listen carefully.
for you to make a financial gain, you won't be able to report it to us over the phone. You can only report it online at www.actionfraud.police.uk. Once you're there, just click on the red report button at the top of the page to get started.
Okay.
Just so you know, this type of fraud won't be recorded as a crime, but the information you give to us will be invaluable.
Oh, right.
We link your report to
So it's not a crime to pretend to be someone else and make a financial gain out of it?
If you'd like us to repeat this message, press 8. Thanks for calling Action Fraud. Goodbye.
You may have wasted your time this morning.
That was Northamptonshire Police at their finest. That was me trying to report the fake account that's pretending to be me, that's inboxing all of my fans and followers to get them to pay money and donate and buy tickets for a fake competition that doesn't exist, which some people have fallen for. I thought that was a crime.
Sounds like one.
It does, doesn't it? You're pretending to be somebody else to extort money from people for something that doesn't exist. That's a crime, right?
Mm.
Apparently not.
Let's all do it then.
Right, let's fuck it. Let's just pretend to be everyone and just see how much money we can fucking get. It said this type of fraud is not a crime. What other fucking type of fraud is there? I thought that was the definition of fraud.
Yeah.
You're fraudulently taking money off fucking people. How is that not a crime? But the information that you give them is invaluable to them. Invaluable.
Really important.
Really important. I did my best, people. I'm really, really sorry. Northamptonshire Police are not interested whatsoever in hearing about somebody being me, or being anybody, in fact, trying to defraud people out of their money. Apparently, it's not illegal.
Let's have a go at following the advice and see where it leads us. Let's follow it through and see what actually happens.
Well, yeah, but what is going to happen? You're going to go on the internet, you're going to go on their site, you're going to click the red tab like it said, you're going to put in the details, you're not even going to get a crime reference number.
No.
They're not going to get back to you. They're just going to say that they're storing, so you're not even going to get a response. So what is the purpose of that? I'll tell you what we could do. We could ring 101. We could ask them, because I'm intrigued.
Thank you for calling 101. We're connecting you
Fuck
to
yeah, still keep recording.
If you require an alternative call,
I know you're dying right now, but just keep recording.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
This may take a while.
Welcome to Northamptonshire Police. Please listen carefully to all of the following options before making your selection, as these options have recently changed.
4.
If your call is in relation to COVID-19, please visit www.gov.uk for the latest guidance. To report a breach of COVID-19 guidance, please visit our website,
To report a breach of COVID-19 guidance. Guidance? Guidance. Not a breach of a law.
Extension of the person you wish to speak to, press 1. For inquiries relating to custody or police bail,
So you can report
press 2.
a breach of COVID-19 fucking guidance, but I can't report somebody pretending to be me who's extorting...
For a crime, press 4.
Yes.
For all other things. If you are reporting a situation where you believe a person's life
So a breach of COVID-19 guidance
or a crime is in progress
apparently
just occurred,
is illegal.
please redial on 999.
But taking money off somebody whilst pretending to be somebody else
It's now
isn't.
possible to report non-urgent crimes
But still valued
and provide information or intelligence to us online via our website at
Ready for this.
www.northampton.police.uk.
Just going to ask some questions.
Report section. If you still need to speak to someone, please hold the line, and the next person you speak to will be a call handler in our control room who will triage and prioritise your call.
Right, prioritise.
Good morning, you're through to the Force Control Room. I'll be triaging your call today. How can I help?
Hello. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I've just rung up to report a crime, which I think is quite a serious crime. Somebody is not only pretending to be me, but they're also extorting my customers out of money for something that doesn't exist. It's evident. I've got proof of this. We've got customers that are inboxing screenshots. I've got the screenshots of the account. Your colleague has put me through, and I've clicked or press the relevant numbers to get through to the fraud department, and where it says if you're reporting somebody pretending to be you that's taking money off other people, that's not a crime, and I'm a bit confused about that, and I'm concerned. In fact, the automated message actually said you can't report it, but what you tell us will be valued. That's just ridiculous and unacceptable.
Were you put through to action fraud or something?
Yeah, that's the automated message that your police force has. So that's concerning because somebody who's pretending to be somebody else that's extorting money out of people, that's fraud in general. So
absolutely, the action fraud is a national thing. So somebody's pretending to be you and trying to get money. That is obviously an incident we do need to look into because obviously it's fraud. They're impersonating you.
Absolutely, I'm glad you agree. But your automated service specifically said exactly what you just said, but said that it can't be reported. But the information, the information given, the information that will be given will be highly valued. Well, your colleague put me through to the internet action fraud people, and I just followed the buttons. So I think somebody needs to look at that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What I'll do then is I'll put you through to one of our colleagues in the control centre. We'll take all of your details and get this raised as an incident and see if we can arrange for somebody to talk to you about it in a bit
Brilliant.
more depth.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Hold the line. I'll put you through now.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, this is positive. This is positive. But it could always go wrong. Let's just see if the other person is just as proactive as this lady. She was brilliant.
Please hold while we transfer you to a colleague.
It was obvious that voice message didn't make sense though.
We aim to
Yeah,
answer your call
and that needs
within
to be
15
sorted, right?
minutes. However, if we've been unable to answer your call within 5 minutes, you will then be offered a call back.
I think where it's going to go wrong is when they put me through to the control room. It was the control room that put me through to them. Is it different parts? How would you know that?
Got a friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend.
I say friend. I use that term loosely.
Good morning, you've reached Northamptonshire Police. How can I help?
Hello there. Yes, I've just raised a concern with the lady who just put me through to you, and she actually agrees with me and said we can report this. I've just made a phone call, and your colleague had put me through to the internet fraud department. Somebody is pretending to be me online. They're extorting the customers that I've got in my business out of money for something that doesn't exist. I've got proof of this. Our customers are sending us screenshots. So I've got everything to give you guys. And I was put through to the internet fraud department. When I clicked the relevant buttons, your automated message said that I cannot report somebody trying to be me for a financial gain, as it's not a crime. But the information that I give...
It's not a crime against you, sir.
No, can I just finish?
Sir,
Can I just finish? The automated said, but the information that will be given, would be really useful, and I don't really understand that. So I'd like to report this crime because it's really affecting not only my customers but myself and my business.
it wouldn't be a crime against yourself, sir. It would actually be a crime against those people who have been deceived into believing someone else is you, because fraud is obtaining property or goods by deception. So someone else has deceived other people into thinking that they are you, and therefore they've obtained money from those people. So the people who've actually given money over would be the victims of this, and not yourself, and they would be the ones who would need to report it. I mean, I think action fraud, as we don't know who this person is or where this person is, are the most appropriate agency to initially report this. And once an initial investigation they can identify a suspect and then pass it on to the relevant police force to investigate further. But it would need to be reported by the individual victims to Action Fraud in order to get further investigation done.
Well, I get the fact that somebody who's handed over money to these people would have to report it, you know, as a crime. I understand that. But as the person is impersonating me and putting my business at risk, surely I can report this as well. No?
It wouldn't be an offence against yourself, sir. No, it would be an offence against the people who have been sort of deceived into thinking someone else was you. And as I say, because we don't know who the suspect is or we don't know where the suspect is based, there's no immediate lines of inquiry for the local police to be making. And it would
So you wouldn't be able to find them through IP addresses or anything like that?
Well, that's something that could potentially be done, but the initial investigation for fraud and cybercrime, which is in essence what this is actually done by Action Fraud, the National Fraud Reporting Centre, and they're the ones who would take the reports and then if they do identify where the suspect is, get this passed on to the police force for that area so that they can then get that crime investigated, because a crime occurs where the suspect is. So it would
but
the
the automated service, won't put me through to anybody. So there's nobody actually to take the crime or take the report.
And that was on the telephone, was it?
Yeah, that's the one that you put me through to. So basically, I want to report this because I'm now in fear of my safety, because somebody is now pretending to be me, and that could potentially cause a threat towards me or my team. So I would like to make a report and get this looked into.
There isn't any crimes for the local police here in Northamptonshire.
Well, yeah, but if I'm the person, I'm telling you that I'm in fear for my safety, that's enough to make a report.
It wouldn't be, sir, because there is no crime been committed against yourself.
How do you? Yeah, but to be all due respect, you don't know that until I've shown you the evidence that I have on my phone.
As I say, if you haven't been the victim of a crime, someone has used your details in order to convince other people that they're your business and deceive them into.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. No, listen, I'm not arguing with you. I agree with you when we're talking about the followers or the customers that have given them money or that have been contacted. I agree with you. I'm not arguing about that. I agree with you. What I'm saying is, I'm still a victim because they are using my business, so it's now affecting my company, my money. Okay, but you don't know yet because you're not letting me finish. Also, I feel at risk because somebody is using my identity to defraud people. Therefore, that could potentially cause a threat to me and my team. So I would like to report that.
What I would say is that it's not an offence against you for someone to use your details in such a way. Whilst it's not very nice and whilst it is inappropriate, it's not a criminal offence against yourself. And I know that you say that you feel at risk because someone could come and target you and your team, and if something like that does happen, which does put you in immediate fear of risk of harm, so if someone does turn up and they're acting in a violent or aggressive manner, and then of course at that point you do call the police on 999, but this primarily at the current time it needs to be reported to Action Fraud. Now I know you say that you've not been able to get through to someone, but I would suggest that you go through again to their line and try and press a different combination of buttons so that you can speak to an operator.
Yeah, but I can't press a different combination of buttons because then I won't be sort of telling you guys the accurate information. Also, I need to know, what is the purpose of these advert campaigns on internet bullying and reporting it? I mean, the government's spending a lot of money on advertising campaigns on the TV, on the internet about reporting internet bullying. This is just another way of internet bullying, and I'm reporting it.
So, and unfortunately, this isn't internet bullying. This is fraud, and there are specific processes which. So
you wouldn't class it as both?
Put in place.
Well, if it's fraud, then that's a criminal offence then as well.
Yeah, there are specific processes that have been put in place, sir, in order to deal with fraud, and that is that it needs to be reported by the victims to Action Fraud, who are responsible for the initial investigation of fraud, where we have an unidentified suspect, which have taken place within the United Kingdom.
Okay, so just so I can clarify, somebody is pretending to be me on the internet to defraud people out of money for something that does not exist. And just so we can be crystal clear, I cannot report that in any way, is what you're saying.
Not to the police, but to Action Fraud, yes.
Okay, and that is not a criminal offence. So all I can do...
No, it's not a criminal offence against yourself, sir, because you've not been a victim of crime. But the people who have been deceived into giving money to someone else, they are victims of crime. Okay,
but me as the person that they're pretending to be, and also my business that they're trying to use as a front, I'm literally am powerless and I can't do anything about it. I've just got to allow it.
I believe you are a victim of crime, sir, and I believe this needs to be reported to Action Fraud. I do apologise, but unfortunately it's not something that...
What are you apologising for if you don't think that it's wrong?
I apologise that you're frustrated with the way the system works.
I just want to clarify everything, sir, because I like everything black and white, just so I know, as a business owner, if somebody tries to use my business to defraud people online, or the name of my business, or images of me to do that, I can't do anything about that. I have to...
I'm not saying you can't do anything about it, sir. I'm saying this is best reported to the agency who deals with fraud, who have a better understanding of fraud, which are Action Fraud, and they are the ones...
Yeah, but they won't speak to me, and they're telling me that that's not a crime. So I'm just confirming with you that somebody... No, don't finish, because I'm letting you finish. I'm just confirming with you that if somebody does that, I can report... I can't even report it. I can give the people, the agency that you said, the relevant information. It won't be reported as a crime because it is not a crime. That's what your automated service said. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying it's a crime against those people who have been deceived.
Right, and which I understood that, but I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about me. So me as a business owner, it's not a crime against me. I can't do anything about that, just so we're clear.
I didn't say you can't do anything about it, sir. I said that you can report this to Action Fraud.
But I can't report it as a crime.
Not to the police, sir, but potentially to Action Fraud, and that's who you need to have this discussion with. I am sorry that I can't help you any further. I wish I could.
Okay, could you put me through to Action Fraud, please?
I'll transfer you through now, sir.
Thank you. This is where it goes through to that.
Thank you for calling Action Fraud. The fraud and cybercrime report.
They will take the details, but they will need...
No, they won't take the details.
Right now,
they won't, and you'll hear it.
Dial 999.
This is the interesting thing.
Scotland, please hang up.
This is like...
Report this to Police Scotland via the
You can't get any more real than this or live.
If you are calling from elsewhere and the fraud or cybercrime you are reporting has occurred in or from Scotland, you will also have to contact Police Scotland on 101. Because of the coronavirus outbreak in the UK, there are fewer of us to take your call today, and it's taking longer than usual to get through. It might be quicker for you to visit our website to report a fraud.
No.
Please go to www.
What happened to the days?
Just
going to the reception desk of a police station.
Making a report
they ain't even got one. In
the will be picked up by the team just as quickly as a report over the phone. If your business, charity or other organisation is under cyber attack, press 9.
Not quite.
To make a new fraud report, press 1.
Yeah.
For an update on if someone has pretended to be you or used your personal information to take out a loan or credit card, open a bank account, buy a mobile phone, or so they can make money in some other way, press 1.
That's the one.
If you're calling to talk to... If someone has pretended to be you to make a financial gain, you won't be able to report it to us over the phone. You can only report it online at www.actionfraud.police.uk. Once you're there, just click on the red report button at the top of the page to get started. Just so you know, this type of fraud won't be recorded as a crime, but the information you give to us will be invaluable.
Wow.
We link your report to others so we can build a complete picture of fraud across the country.
Oh.
If you'd like us to repeat this message, press 8.
So they're going to hold the information you put into the Action Fraud website.
Oh, goodbye.
And then,
so basically, they want the information.
And rely on the victims, who is someone else who's lost
these
the money.
guys watching. Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys and girls have to go and report it to the police if you have been a victim. But they will only use my information to build a picture of fraud in the UK. Do you know what that tells me? To build statistics, fake statistics. You know, so they can have their fucking opinions in Parliament of what's rife at the minute. But that's just a whole fucking other video. So I can't report somebody pretending to be me and using my business as a front to get money off of other people. I can't report that as a crime because that's not a crime.
Against you.
It's not a crime against me. That's, I've learned something today. I think we all have.
Action fraud.
Action fraud. Yeah. Don't really know what else to say.
Well, if these guys have been affected, they need to
Oh yeah, yeah. If you guys have been affected, anybody out there, I have done my fucking best. Yeah. I can't do any more. I can't do any more apart from fucking going live through the whole process with you guys and girls out there. And I've already done this 3 times this morning, so I'm really not fucking getting anywhere. Those of you that haven't been stung by the fucking fraudster trying to be me, those of you that do have some cash on the hip, hey, check this out, would you believe it? We've got a promotion going on today. Buy any flavour of Alpha Trilogy at mentalhamster.com and get a free tub Alpha A5s and shaker.
Happy days.
Well, I'm trying to turn the video into a positive.
Yeah, let's spin it.
I don't really know.
Really negative.
And if you do go and buy these, we'll send them to you. This ain't a fake video. We're not trying to defraud any of you. Free A5s. That's a deal. That went mental last night. Mental.
Yeah.
Mentalhamster.com. Free shaker, free A5s. That's fucking bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's wrong.
It's just long-winded and
wrong.
Protracted and
it's wrong that somebody can go and pretend to be you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if you, I don't know, had a flooring company, for instance, somebody could pretend to be you, use your logo, go and canvass and ring a load of people and try and take as many deposits off them people as possible, and you can't report that as a crime. Only the victims can.
What will probably happen is action fraud, once they've taken a report from the victim, will then come in contact with you as a business owner who's because you're the centre point of the fraud.
If they got enough people complaining. No, but the fact that I can't even report it to a human, all you can do as a business owner is report it online and just give information, and that's it. You won't even get a callback. It's wrong. And that's the justice system at its best, people. I've got shit to do. Mentalhamster.com, have training, baby.